Refreshing stories. My name is Hiroshi. I work at a company that manufactures various industrial goods like semiconductors, iron plates, and even small screws. All of our business is B2B. For every client, there's one person in charge. And as a member of the sales team, I'm also in charge of multiple accounts. My sales job is difficult, but I got to meet new clients and develop new business. And every month, I was able to achieve my quota. But then one day, I'm back from my Offsite meeting. Yo, welcome back, Hiroshi. I just got back a second ago, too. Man, going around to external meetings is exhausting. You're right. But I guess that's the fate of a sales job. This guy is my senior colleague in the sales department, Mr. Sekota. He's been looking after me ever since I was a new hire. But to be honest, I'm not very fond of him. That's because... So, Hiroshi, were you able to get a contract somewhere? Oh, yes. I was able to secure contracts from a few companies that I presented to last month. They're actually pretty big. Congrats. Wow, well done. So what about you, Mr. Sekota? How'd it go? Not good on this end. All of the places that I went to were a disaster. Huh? What do you mean a disaster? Didn't you receive the contract? About that. I went to this small town factory because I was bored. Then the old man there came crying to me, and I felt bad. So I signed a contract with him, but... Hey, what do you mean, old man? How can you address the CEO of the company like that? If it's such a pathetic transaction amount, my track record's gonna be stained. I seriously don't need this contract. Why does your track record matter? You were able to get a contract from them. How can you say that? Mr. Sekota always changes his attitude based on the size of his customer. To major sales clients, he sucks up to them with the biggest smile. But to smaller businesses, he's extremely cold. From a sales perspective, perhaps there is some truth to that, but I can't help but dislike that he has such a two-faced side to him. About 1 month later, back from my meetings. Welcome back. What's the matter? You seem awfully busy, Hiroshi. About that. I was actually able to get an appointment with Dokuda Trading Company. So right now, I'm in the middle of preparing the sales materials for them. Dokuda? You mean that huge trading company? How the hell did you get that? The CEO of one of my clients introduced them to me. I guess this is because of my hard work as their regular person in charge. I always thought this, but you've got some nerve when you're just a junior colleague. Oh, I know. I have a good idea. What have you been muttering to yourself? Hey, Hiroshi, I'll give you one of my clients that I'm in charge of. Here, the business card. Shigeyoshi Factory? Isn't this the company that you were complaining about before? That's exactly right. It's important to have major clients, but first you need to be able to handle the demands of a small town factory. That may be true, but just because you don't want to be in charge of them, aren't you just trying to dump it onto me? Why would I do that? This company will be a good lesson for you. If you want to succeed in the sales industry, then you should experience being in charge of a client like this at least once. And I'm saying this as your senior colleague, so there's no doubt. I guess there's some benefit to doing this. Anyway, that's that, so I'll leave the rest to you. In return, I'll take this one off your hands for you. What? Hey, wait! The business card that I got! Mr. Sekota forcefully changed the person in charge for both accounts. As soon as he got back to his desk, he made a phone call to Dokuda Trading Company and was immediately able to receive a big order.
Well, look at that, Sekota. Looks like you can also do a good job if you try.
You can count on me, sir. I'll be getting a lot more contracts like this from now on. To be honest, I felt really resentful, but that had nothing to do with the clients. I decided to go make a visit to the small factory that I was newly in charge of and greet the CEO there. I'll be taking over for Sekota from our company. My name is Hiroshi Ohira. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, I was waiting for you! Can I get straight to discussions with you?
Yes, of course. You can count on me. The CEO of this company was Mr. Shigeyoshi. Just as I had heard from Mr. Sekota, his requests were very precise, and he had a mountain of tedious and tiny orders. It was a lot of work, but I took each and every one of his little requests seriously. That being said, handling this small factory took a lot of my time, and the reality was that I couldn't make time for any new business developments. What a situation. At this rate, I still haven't hit my quota for this month. Again.
What's the matter, Hiroshi? Looks like you're really struggling over there. How is it? It's a really good experience, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I'm certainly learning a lot. You seem to be in quite the good mood as you say that, Mr. Sekota.
Oh, can you tell? Well, on my side, each order is a huge amount, so it's super easy. This is all thanks to the one and only Dokura Trading Company.
Well, isn't that good for you? My sales performance was only declining, while on the other hand, Mr. Sekota was doing better than ever.
How is it? This is all the fruits of our daily hard work, isn't it?
What hard work are you talking about? After you stole that account right out of my hands?
What are you saying? All you did was receive one little business card, right? Thanks to my amazing sales skills, I was able to get a contract from such a major company. Well, you may as well look after that boring small factory. That's what you get!
It turned out that Mr. Sekota had been holding a grudge against me for a long time for being his junior colleague, but having a better sales performance than him. And that's why he forced the small factory onto me as punishment. And just as he intended, it didn't take long for me to fall to the very bottom of the sales performance chart. Then one day,
I'm back! Your #1 ace is back in the office.
Oh, Sekota, you're in a great mood again today.
Oh, please, listen to this, sir. Can you believe that I was able to receive an order of $1 million?
That is amazing. The #1 in sales performance for this quarter is definitely you, Sekota.
Well, we don't know that yet. The other employees are all working hard, so I can't let my guard down. Isn't that right, Hiroshi?
It is, isn't it? You don't have to tell me twice how hard I'm working.
Oh? Where are you going with such heavy boxes in your hands?
This is a delivery to the small factory. This is a small enough amount that I can carry it myself without hiring a contractor.
Oh, I see. Being in charge of such a tiny little company must be hard. Don't let it get to you. As the #1 in sales performance, I'm rooting for you.
See you later. After that, I arrived at Shigeyoshi Factory as usual, but Mr. Sekota's sarcastic face kept crossing my mind, and I couldn't focus on my work. Mr. Shigeyoshi was quick to see through me.
Hiroshi, you seem less upbeat than usual today. Is something the matter?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to space out. It's just that I had some trouble back at the office.
Well, you're always taking great care of us. If you'd like, you can talk to me about anything.
Thank you very much. But it's really not a big deal. It's only normal to have one or two things that trouble you at work.
Well, don't say that. And why don't you just try telling me? Sometimes just talking about it can make you feel better.
You might be right about that. Actually, my sales performance hasn't been going very well. At this rate, I might get relegated, or at the very worst, I might even lose my job.
Is that so? You're so meticulous in listening to our requests all the time that I assumed you must be very brilliant in your job. You're a huge difference from the last guy that was in charge.
Thank you very much for saying that. That's very kind. It's just that, recently, my new business developments haven't been going well.
I see. I know that I'm causing you a lot of work, too. It must be my fault.
Oh, no, that's not what I'm saying at all.
Don't worry. I know very well that you didn't mean any harm. It's just that I'm truly grateful to you, Hiroshi. In that case, then I would like for you to let me thank you.
After that, Mr. Shigeyoshi thanked me, his account manager, with his words. That alone would have been enough to make me very happy. But on top of that, he gave me some much more shocking words. I was so happy that tears started welling up in my eyes. A few days went by after that, and today, we were having a progress meeting for the entire sales department. So all of the sales team were gathered in the conference room. The CEO was also present for this.
Everyone, thank you for your hard work every day in the sales department. We would like to get straight into confirming everyone's progress. This month is incredible. I hope you're excited to see the results.
I bet the CEO's talking about me right now.
Well, you never know about that.
What's the matter, Hiroshi? What's with that dull look on your face? Does your stomach hurt to be here at the bottom of the performance chart?
Are you sure you want to be running your mouth like that? The CEO might hear you.
You're so lame. Well, you can see my magnificent sales performance for yourself and be shocked.
On the large screen of the conference room, the CEO displayed the sales performance chart. And the rankings that were listed there read,
Look at that. This brilliant performance. Second place, right in these hands. What? Wait, second? Well, then who's first? Hiroshi? No way!
From last place to suddenly first place. Everyone, please give a round of applause to Hiroshi Ohira.
Starting with the CEO, my many colleagues were praising my hard work. However, it seemed like just Mr. Sekota couldn't accept it.
There's no way! This has to be wrong! How can this be? I bet you stole my contract, didn't you?
Of course I would never do that. Unlike somebody here, I wouldn't do such a thing.
Well then, how did this happen? You better explain!
Sure, I don't mind. Actually, I received a very large amount of contracts, all from Shigeyoshi Factory.
Huh? From that small factory that was on the verge of collapsing? You're lying!
Why would I lie about that? But also, even though you were the one in charge, you didn't realize that factory is an amazing company that receives orders from the likes of NASA for the development of rocket parts.
NASA? You're kidding, right? That tiny, dirty little factory?
That's excessive to call it tiny and dirty. And after all of our hard work until now, the materials that Mr. Shigeyoshi made are officially going to be used by NASA. And he made his order of industrial parts for that project from us. That is, for $10 million.
10 million? No way! I never could have thought it would be such a big account.
How unfortunate for you. If only you hadn't belittled them and treated them so coldly. Perhaps you could have gotten the contract right now, Mr. Sekota.
But wait, you see, I was the one who was originally in charge of that account. Give me that contract!
Sorry, I don't really understand what you're saying. You're the one who forcefully dumped it on me. No way that would pass at this point.
Damn it! I never should have changed accounts with you!
I hate to disturb you while you're upset, but do you have a minute, Sekota?
Yes? What is it?
I heard that it was actually Ohira who was the one to bring the Dokuda Trading Company account to us in the first place. And you took that from him, didn't you?
Please, sir. I just thought that it might be too big of an account for Hiroshi at this stage.
And not only that, but the reason why the order from Shigeyoshi Factory came in so late was because you were repeatedly dealing with them with such little care.
What are you talking about? I was very kind and friendly to them.
Oh, shut it! Don't make any excuses. It's pathetic. I've already heard it all from Ohira and know everything. I will be removing you from sales from now on. Go back to the warehouse and start over from there.
That's so cruel!
After that, with the hard work of Shigeyoshi Factories and myself, a new business flow was created, and the company performance was better than ever. As for Mr. Sekota, he was put on thin ice that he might be fired at that rate, and I heard that he's taking a lot of care now in even the smallest jobs. On the other hand, I teamed up with Mr. Shigeyoshi, and we're running together every day to create new parts for rocket ships. Without getting conceited about this, I'm going to continue working hard with my client's satisfaction as my #1 priority. Thank you for watching all the way till the end. Don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button. And if you have time, please check out our other videos as well. Alright then, see you next time. Bye.